Hello everyone, this is Longshank78 coming at you with a tag video. So let's get started. This is Wolverine number 10. This was a big book when I was a kid, and I always liked how Sabretooth would always kick his ass on his birthday, and it was like it's a tradition. I got this for like $5 a long time ago, I don't remember. This is Incredible Hulk 340, classic Todd McFarlane cover. This was like a $30 book when I picked it up, but the guy gave it to me for $5. I think he was just being nice. I was a kid and I was like, oh, how much is that on the wall? And he's like, oh, $5. I was like, cool. This is Star Wars 42, first appearance of Boba Fett in a comic book. I used to be a big Star Wars guy, but I kind of lost interest after all the prequels, but I always liked Boba Fett. Picked up all the issues in Dark Horse comic books. Picked this up at Frank & Sons like a couple months back for like $8. This is Strange Tales 126. This is the first appearance of Dormammu and Clea. Picked this up at the Shrine convention like probably like 15 years ago. I got it for $15. Pretty cool. It's big, probably going to be a big now that the Doctor Strange movie is coming out. This is Avengers number 196. First appearance of Taskmaster. One of my favorite villains. Could single-handedly kick the Avengers' asses. This is a Journey to Mystery 112. First time Thor fights the Hulk. He'd probably be higher in my list, but you can see it's kind of beat up. But I got it for $5 at a comic book store. This guy had like 2 short boxes full of Silver Age books. This was like in the early 2000s. And I asked the guy, how much are these books? He's like, oh, $5 a piece. I was like, alright. So, yeah, a couple other books probably going to pop up in this haul that I got for $5. This is Green Lantern number 7. This is another book that'd be higher on the list if it wasn't for like the damage it has. First appearance of Sinestro. My buddy was kind of talking shit to me about, oh, you're actually going to buy that? Because I guess, and that's got like a, what was it, spine, subscription increase. But I was like, when am I going to get the first appearance of Sinestro this cheap? This was like in the late 90s. This is Uncanny XMen number 266. First appearance of Gambit. A buddy of mine called me up. He said he saw it at, he saw this guy had a lot of X-Men comics at a pawn shop. So, like, he drove me over there, and his brother stick shift. He didn't know how to drive stick shift. It took us forever to get there. But, yeah, the guy wanted $50 for like, he had like 300, 400 X-Men comics. He had a big lot, you know, 'cause I was trying to cherry pick, but he's like, no. So we just split it 25, 25, and I told him I wanted this, so he's like, all right, everything else we just grabbed whatever. This is X-Men number 21, first appearance of Hellboy in color. This is like, I wish I had all the other ones like Hero Hunter has. He has a pretty cool collection of this stuff, but I picked this up at a comic book store for $25. I bought another one for $40 at a con like the week before, but the $25 one was it was in better condition. I sold the other one. Well, my buddy sold it for me for $60 on eBay. Get a copy. This is Showcase number 30. First Aquaman solo story in the Silver Age. I saw this at a store and I kept staring at it. They had it for $20. And then I just put it back like an idiot. I went to another store, like we were like 15 minutes away from that store, and I saw it. They had it in a glass case for like $180. I told my buddy, I was like, I just saw this, so we just drove right back and I picked it up for $20. It's like, it's pretty nice. It only has like this water damage right here, but I mean, $20, shit, it's a good deal. This is Aquaman number 29, first appearance of Ocean Master. Yeah, I picked this up at a store, like, this was after the new 52 stuff, so Aquaman was already pretty big, and I guess they got like new stuff in, and somebody put like a $7 price tag on it, and I picked it up. The owner usually gives me like 20% off, but this time I guess he just saw that, oh, what a good deal I was getting, so he didn't give me any discount, but I was like, that's okay. This is Avengers number 8. This was also in the $5 Silver Age box. First appearance of Kang. I like this cover. I think it's really cool. Kang would be a cool villain to fight in the movies if he ever pumps up. This is Shazam number 28. I picked this up the day before it was announced that The Rock was going to play Black Adam. Well, this is the first, I guess, modern age Black Adam appearance. Yeah, and like I went to the store and I looked through his Shazam, he didn't have it, and I asked him if he had any more, and he said, "Oh, I got this small box right here," and I found it in there. It's really clean too, and I got this and first ISIS. And he said $5 a piece. I was like, sweet. This is a New Gods number 1. I bought this years ago. I think this book is really underrated because everyone focuses on Darkseid. This is the first appearance of Orion, Calabac, was it High Father, all kinds of New Gods. This is a book everybody should get. Cool Kirby cover too. I think I paid like $10 for it like a long time ago. Strange Adventures number 205. First appearance of Deadman. I got this with 2 other books. They came out to $120. The other book is like in my top, might be, I don't know if it's top 10, but it's up there. Cool book. This is New Teen Titans number 2. First appearance of Deathstroke. This was like mid 2000s. I went to a store and he had like books at the bottom that was unprocessed, and he's like, "Oh," I was like, "Can I look through this?" He's like, "Sure. I'll just go through the guide." So what he did was he checked the Titan series after this one, so he gave it to me for like $2 or $1. I don't even remember. I was like, sweet. First appearance of Deathstroke. This is Thanos Quest. I guess now it's getting popular because of Thanos coming out in the Avengers movies, but this is one of my favorite reads because this is what made me a Thanos fan, because it shows how intelligent he is and how slick he is and how tough he is. It's a cool book. You should read this. Well, this is not part 2. I just put this one in. This is Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars number 8. I bought this for $1. Like I had like a stack of 50 of these. This when I was but I was like 15. I only cared about like getting my own copies. I picked out the best one. It was at he had like an antique shop. He used to own a comic book store, but he had all these books in the back, and he just let me go through all the boxes, and yeah, it was like a mess back there, but he told me, it pretty much gave me everything for $1 a piece. It's pretty cool. This was something else that was in there. I got this for $1. First Frank Miller on the Daredevil series, and this is what made me a Daredevil fan. It's a really good read. If anybody should get this whole series, this whole run. This is the first appearance of Bullseye. I picked it up for $7 at Frank & Sons like 10 years ago. I think it was that guy Allen's booth, and I heard he just passed away. May he rest in peace. Yeah, I was looking for another book to complete my run on the Frank Miller run, which I have already, but I ran into this in there. I was like, what the hell? I was like, it was really nice. It still has the stamp. Yeah, I gave my buddy my other copy because this one was better. This is New Mutants 87, first appearance of Cable. This is one of the books like I was already collecting, but I couldn't get to the store all the time. And when I first started, I was just buying everything Spider-Man, so I was all over the place. And these kind of go together because Amazing Spider-Man 300, first Venom. I missed the boat on that when it came out too. So this was like, let's see, when was it? I was out of high school already. I think my friend wanted to go to some convention. It was like some shitty convention, like some G.I. Joe thing. I didn't even want to go, but I was like, all right. So I went through boxes and I found like a first appearance of Forage for $1. On my way out, this guy had these on the wall, and then like out of curiosity, I asked him, "Well, how much are these?" He's like, $20 a piece. Honestly, I didn't even really care at the time. I wasn't really buying anything, so I kind of was gonna pass. And then he's like, "How about $10 a piece?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." I was gonna do it. And then he did the weirdest thing. He actually lowered it himself, like, how about $5 a piece? I was like, okay, sure, whatever. Never happened to me before, after that or before that, but shit, I'll take it. They're clean too. This is Tales of Suspense 49. This is the first crossover between the X-Men and the Avengers. I actually paid a good chunk for this, like, years ago. I think it was like 50 or 60 bucks, because I thought this would like take off. This is before even this whole Avengers stuff happened now. It's like, yeah, but nah, nobody really seems to care about it. I still like it though. Like Iron Man's face looks stupid. This is the Saga of the Swamp Thing. 21. I have actually this whole run. Most people probably put 20, but I put 21 because this is the first new origin of Swamp Thing, where you find out that the Alec Holland actually died, and he just kind of like took his personality. It's called The Anatomy Lesson. This is what made me a Swamp Thing fan, Alan Moore. And this is Swamp Thing number 37. I actually picked this up in a 50-cent bin. I was going through this bin. This guy had he was like at the bottom of all his other, so nobody was really going through this stuff. So I found like all this Batman stuff in there, like all the year ones, all the, what else? All the Death in the Families, the KGB story. It was pretty cool. So I was working my way down all these boxes. Right before I got to the last box, the owner walks in. He kind of like skims through that last box before I got to it. He had a Silver Surfer #1, the old one, the first series, in there. So he starts berating his freaking worker and stuff, and I was like, man, I was that close. Because when I took this up, the guy even knew what it was. He's like, oh, look, first Constantine. He's like, oh, lucky you, blah, blah. I guess he really didn't care. But I think it's pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to end this video on this because I can only go 15 minutes, and I'm too dumb and lazy to figure out how to go longer. I'll do a part 2 to this. Alright, see you guys later.